Man, the Lord put it on my spirit, to make a lesson about glorifying his name. Glorifying the Most High name, man. Why don't you hear about, these messages about how good the Lord is? Why is it always a message about, how you broke down the scriptures wrong, how you about to fall out the truth? All these things. How about how good the Lord is? How good the Lord has been to us, man. And, I would say from the inside looking out, you can see that's a turnoff. It can be a turnoff because a lot of people, you got first time viewers coming to this thing that want to see what this truth is about, and it's as soon as they click, it's arguing and it's bickering and it's a lot of that, but it's never how good the Lord has done for you. It just think about it, man. If I'm trying to convince you of this truth, that you're an Israelite, that you should serve the Most High with all your might, your soul, your spirit, man, right? And you're not in the truth, but every time I call you, I'm telling you how tough it is, how I'm in the dumps, how I'm depressed, how I'm broke. You got $50, by the way? I mean, how can you convince somebody of walking this walk? I mean, if that was me, I wouldn't want no parts of that, man. Is your God good to you? What about those breakdowns? I'm going to start off with Sirach 43 and 30, one of my favorites, right? Sirach 43 and 30, and it reads, it says, when you glorify Yahweh, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough, right? So when you glorify the Most High, exalt him as much as you can, man. And we need to do that more, man. We need to exalt the Most High, man. Because I think about it every day, man. I look at my son, Judah, and I talk about it all the time, man. I look at my son, Judah. I look at my son, David. I look at my daughters. I look at my rib. I look at myself, man. I remember the bullets flying past my face, man. I remember the times, I could have been locked up for so many amounts of years that the Lord let me off, Then he led me into this truth and he opened up my eyes, man. He took the blinders off of my eyes. I could be still in the world, man. My family is still in the world. And they can't, I open up this Bible and I show them things that they can't see, man. The favor that the Most High has given us, man. To see this light, man, this glory, this miraculous light, man, that he's given us, man. So we can't glorify the Most High enough, man, for the things that he's done, man. And even when it says, look, man, he says he's going to far exceed you. Meaning what? Hey, the things that I gave you, I know you astonished to those, but you ain't seen nothing yet. It said, eyes have not heard, man. Salaki, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, man. Paraphrasing what the Lord has in store for us, man. And that was part of the problem with our people in the wilderness, man. Murmuring and complaining. That glass half empty spirit. Why is your glass half empty all the time, bro? Why, sis? Why is your glass so empty, man? Why isn't the glass half full? Perspective is a mother, Perspective is all about perspective, man. You got to remember where the Lord brought you from, man. That's what he kept telling us in the wilderness, reminding us. Remember where I brought you from. You have to remember before you came into this truth how you was about to die. You forgot about that, didn't you? You forgot about them cases that you was about to catch, didn't you? That time that you was about to do, that he delivered you from. You forgot about them drugs, that taste for that certain drug that he took off your tongue, didn't you? You forgot about that. You forgot about how that drug had you in the headlock. How you was always broke, man. How that drug was ruling you. How that drug was damn riding your damn shoulders to the drug house, to the dope house, to whatever you was doing. How that alcohol had a bit in your mouth, man. You forgot how the Lord delivered you from that. You forgot those sicknesses that the Lord delivered you from, man. How you was in and out the hospital, man. And the Lord took that from you, man. You forgot about them things. That's what happened, man. Let me get this, man. Numbers. forget the good things quickly, man. Only thing we're I don't know what it is about our people, but we become negative, man. You know, and we don't think about the goodness of the Most High, man. We gotta change that, man. He's been too good to us, man. You know. Let me get this. Is Numbers 14 and 27. Let me get it real quick. Let's lock it. Numbers says, and the Lord, this 26, Numbers 14 and 26. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying, how long shall I bear with this evil congregation who complain against me? I have heard the complaints which the children of Israel make against me. Say to them, as I live, saith the Lord, just as you have spoken in my hearing, so will I do it to you. Right, so the Lord is, the thing about it, the dangerous thing about murmuring and complaining, is the Lord is taking note, man. The Lord is silent. He's just listening to you. And you're an irritant in his ear. Like a nagging wife. You're an irritant. Like an ungrateful child. All you do is murmur and complain, and you just irritating the Lord. And he's taking note. He's taking note, right? Verse 29. The carcasses of you who have complained against me shall fall in this wilderness. A lot of y'all, the Lord is giving you good and you just giving them complaints, man. The Lord is taking this off of you and then you just sit there and murmur. Instead of glorifying his name, right? Instead of magnifying his name, man. Instead of thanking him. You know, the water, Abba. All through the day, man. The water, Abba. The water, Abba is God. God, why you putting me through this? God, why are you doing that? God, why I can't have this? God, why I can't have that? You know, all these complaints, all these murmurings, man. Nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit. You don't want to hear that shit. You don't want to. Here it is. You got the baby. You changed the baby. You gave the baby a warm bath. And then you gave the baby a bottle. You rocked the baby. Put the baby in the blanket. Then the baby just cry all damn night, man. You want to hear that shit? No, you don't want to hear that, man. That will stress you the hell out, man. It's cases, now I'm not advising this, but it's cases of women damn abandoning babies because they couldn't handle the cries, and that whine, man, that cry from that baby is definitely a complaint. It's a murmur. That's what you sound like to the Most High, man. I'm gonna get this precept, man. I had to do this kind of on the ground, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't had no place to sit, so I'm switching legs, but I'm gonna get this precept, man. I'm gonna get Psalms 3 and 2. I wrote down a few precepts that came to my mind, you know, to just kind of help brothers get in the spirit, man. You know, this Psalms 3, the spirit of thanksgiving. You know, not just any spirit, man. The spirit of thanksgiving. You know, it said the birds, man. You hear the birds, you hear the bugs. You know, the sun is on time every morning, man. The moon is never late. The stars are in obedience. But Jake got a complaint. Fix this first, God. Psalms 3 verse 3, it says, many are they who say to me, there is no help for him in your house. Right? You know, because there's a lot of people that's looking at your life. They ask you, why you got those fringes on, man? Yeah, ever since you start wearing those fringes, man, your life kind of been upside down, man. I don't think God with you. I don't think God with you. But you, oh Yahweh, are a shield for me, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head, man. That's who the Most High is to me. The Lord is my glory, man. You know, he's the one, they wonder, hey, man, how's he doing this? It's because the Most High is lifting my head, man. The Lord is the lifter of my head. If it had not been for the Most High, man, you know, these niggas would have killed me, man. A lot of these people, they just take. You know, they misuse you, they mistreat you. And then after they do that, they talk about you. They down you. They abandon you. They give up on you. If it had not been for the Most High, man, he is the lifter of my head. I mean, what hasn't the Most High done for me, man? And after he's done all those things, he's still giving me a promise and a covenant. I mean, what else can he do? He said, Yahweh Shah, man, to give his blood for you and I, man. But yet we complain, man. It's about time that we glorify the Most High with our lives, man. We glorify him with our tongues, man. We glorify him with our vessels, with everything, man. It's that time, man, to show these heathen how good the Most High is to us, man. To show our family, man, how good the Lord is, man. Look at that shine on your face, man. Look at it. Look at you, man. You know, I'm a grown-ass man. You feel me? And the Lord is still, man, I look at people that I grew up with, and a lot of them is unrecognizable, man. You would think, man, you know, the Lord, I'm just saying, man, the Lord, look at my children, man. Look at my son, man. I look at Judah, man. Judah being the precepts, man. You know, I look at my daughters, they being the precepts, you know what I'm saying? It's a precept, the scripture said, he that put his trust in the Most High will not be confounded. Man, the Lord, you put your trust in the Most High. And if you're going to trust him, go ahead and trust him. It's just like if you marry a woman and you say, I do, and she say, she do, and then she start not trusting you. She start complaining. No. Go ahead and trust him and see what's going to happen, man. How can you get the benefits and the merit out of this life unless you trust the Most High? You know, as your provider, as your protector, I trust you. You know, my life is in your hand. It may seem, and that's what you need in a relationship, man. I mean, the Most High, the love that he required is a loyal love, man. When you murmuring and complaining, that's just signs that you disloyal. You don't really want to be there. You don't really trust the Lord. But when you really love the Lord, it don't matter what you go through, as long as the Lord has your hand, right? It's okay. Well, I'm going to get this, man. Oh, I was reading Tobit yesterday, man, the 13th chapter, and it kind of struck me, man. I'm like, man, all our forefathers, they all praised the Most High through the toughest times of their life, man. You didn't hear no murmuring or complaining coming out of their mouth, man. You heard, you know, the water, all praise to the Most High. You heard, let me get this real quick. You heard praises. Salakia. Tobit, the 13th chapter. All right. It's Tobit, chapter 13, verse 1. Then Tobit wrote a prayer of rejoicing. He wrote a prayer of rejoicing and said, blessed be Yahweh that liveth forever, and blessed be his kingdom. For he doeth scourge and have mercy. So you got to understand what's going on, man. Tobit understood. Tobit said, you do scourge, but you have mercy. Y'all gotta understand, man, before we came into this truth, we was wicked, man. You come into this truth and you wondering why you going through so much hell. But you forget the hell, you forget the devil that you was before you got this knowledge. How do you forget the devil that you was? Don't you deserve some of the shit that you going through? Who are you to say, I don't deserve this? You forgot the damn devil that you was before you came into this truth. So the Lord do scourge you, but he had mercy. Reading on. He leadeth down to hell and bringeth up again. Neither is any that can avoid his hand. So the Lord, he's walking with you through this fire. And that's above the Christians, you know, mind, they capability to, you know, discern those things. Yeah, the Lord take you down to hell. It's not no fiery ball in the midst of the earth. You know, it's the hell that you're going through on earth, man. It's this turmoil. It's always something. It's a flat tire. It's somebody cutting you off in traffic, giving you the bird. It's somebody playing with your money. It's a family member. It's always something. It's an element. It's a body condition. It's mental anxiety. It's the stress of this place, man. You know, it's because you're in the hole of every foul bird and every hateful bird, paraphrasing, man. This is the place where demons reside. It's stressful here, man. That weigh on your spirit, man. And the Lord has put you here. The Lord is guiding you through this hell, man. You know? You can't get out of that. You can't say, you know what? It's enough hell for me, man. It's enough talk. You can't decide when to take yourself out the fire, man. You know? Let me get this precept. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, actually I had another Second Ezra, man. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Second Ezra 7:57. It says, for while we live and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. And that's spiritual. When you was alive in this world committing iniquities, you didn't realize after you died that you would begin to suffer for that, man. I'm gonna read it again. For while we lived and committed iniquity, yeah, you was alive in the world, man. We consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon earth shall fight. Right? These are the conditions. That if he overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So these are the conditions of the battle, man. The conditions of the battle, they're not going to change because it's you. You want to put the damn game on handicap. You want to turn the fire down. No, these are conditions of the battle. That man that is on earth shall fight. You know, you can complain all you want, but if you lose, you're going to suffer. But if you succeed, you're going to get that reward, man. You know? So we got to glorify the Most High, man. Let me see. I got one more, Philippians 2:14. Right? I'm going to get that and I'm going to end. Philippians 2:14. This is Philippians 2:14, and it reads, do all things without complaining and disputing, right? That you may become blameless and harmless children of Yahweh without fault, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world. You know? It says, do all things. I'm going to read it again. Do all things without complaining and disputing. Because that's what the world do. That's what the world do. All they do is complain, murmur, argue, dispute. Right? That you may be blameless, that you may become blameless and harmless children of Yahweh without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. People that don't complain shine out. That's noticeable. You notice a man that never complains. That's never ungrateful. You stick out like a sore thumb. You notice a woman that never complains. Every time something negative happens, they always got something positive to say about it. They can always see something positive, get something positive. They can always bring life out of death, man. They can bring always positive out of negative, man. Those people shine, man. You always notice those people. It says, children of Yahweh without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world. With that, I'll give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Shalom.